Alright, I have to hit go. I forgot to hit go. Apparently there are no viewers in here. Someone has already liked. Whoever you are, absolute turbo Chad. Thank you for your existence. I appreciate the fact that you exist. Anyway. Let me ping away. Just do that. A little bit of that. Yeah. 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 There we go. Yeah, it just occurred to me, you guys might notice something a little bit different. Actually, no, you won't, because I am being the moron. There we go. Now you might notice something a little bit different. Finally got around to setting this crap up. So yeah, this is what we're doing today. And I have to immediately just decide how much of the smoke I want from literally all my friends. Had no idea where there was, but yeah, it's a buy-in beta, but it is indeed a beta. So excuse me whilst I share this around to all of my buds and or some other peoples. I really need to ask Witchy if there's like a self-promo channel, because she's told me before. It's like, yeah, share your stuff. Like when I was doing when I did the Blade and Sorcery video, I was mentioning it to her on her stream because we were playing like V Rising or something. And I just mentioned it kind of in passing. I was like, yeah, I'm kind of sweaty because I was doing Blade and Sorcery stuff. And she was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I'm like, yeah, and recording that's still a lot of fun. It's like, oh, share the video. I'm like, because like I'm on somebody else's stream and I just casually mentioned my stuff. Now I feel like I just sort of ninja'd it in, like, lurking to support. Hey, what's up, Gray? Yeah, hey, Gray. How does the avatar look? No, I appreciate it either way. Yeah, there's some people that I'm like, I kind of want to share my stuff, but I also just don't want to be that guy, you know? Okay, I think I'm pretty well good. That seems reasonable. Ba-ba-booey. Hail, Lord and Savior Devious, mighty may this new avatar be, for it moves as he speaks. Yeah, I didn't realize how simple it was to set this up, but now that I'm here, why didn't I do this sooner? It's so simple. Anyway. So, let's go ahead and talk about Rogue Trader. This is a new game by Owlcat. It is technically not released yet. This is the beta build, which I bought into. It's like $40 right now. I don't have an affiliate link, but damn, I would like to, because Owlcat are pretty cool. I really need to go back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous and play through that, but I've wanted to record that and I don't know how to do it without it taking like 13 years. Anyway. So yeah, Owlcat's got a really good track record of video games. I have played this a fair bit, but I am very garbage at this system. Like, I am genuinely just awful. So, I might not be playing this all the way through. I might hop back over to tabletop stuff eventually. But yeah, this is gonna be a thing. Mayhaps. It may be a thing. Anyway, enough stalling. Let's go ahead and get this on. I'm playing on normal because I'm not a psychopath and or... I'm not a masochist, at least not yet. Debatable, I know. That said, thank you for providing something to listen to, listen in on, and keep me sane as I world hop in an attempt to find bargain prices for my updated Reaper set. No problem at all, my friend. I'm seriously considering just picking one of the pre-mades. I'm gonna be honest. Probably just go with this dude, honestly. But nah. I want to do a specific type of character, but I haven't found a good type of character to actually roll with, you know? Hair. I like this. This as opposed to how they have it in Wrath of the Righteous. This is improvement. Aside from that, though...
I'll bring glory to my bloodline!
Yeah, we're on that kind of time. Anyway. Now we get into the interesting part. What kind of character do I want to have? And the answer probably will not surprise you. I want to have a melee boy. But I don't know how to make a melee boy. I think I kind of need to default to... maybe we should go with this. Yeah, that's just straight up bonus to melee stuff. Maybe we could go to Death World, though. That's actually pretty okay. Axes, hammers, and last weapons. Okay, we're going to be a little bit stereotypical here because, again, I don't know all of the numbers, so we're going to be a Death Worlder. We're going to be... What's a noble do? Fellowship and Persuasion. What about this? I've heard the Biomancer is pretty good. See, I would like to play a Psyker, but the whole soulbound to the will of the Emperor kind of thing, that just does not jive well with me. Can eventually upgrade to Psi rating. Stupid. I've heard that Biomancer is pretty good for melee just because it can do, like, it's got a stone arm or iron arm kind of buff. I don't think I want to go with that, though. Could do a naval officer, except I really hate his hat. Like, I absolutely despise that hat. Hey, what's up, Hell? So, Hell, fair warning, I might be going back to tabletop stuff. If I get my butt kicked too hard with this. The agility, though, I could probably use the agility. Embrace for impact. That's pretty good. Commissar. Let's give them hell. That's a pretty good ability. Vagabond doesn't have anything particular latched alongside it, and that... So usually I would go with this one, but y'all know how I feel about religion, so... Astra Militarum Commander. What about this? Combined arms. All their allies deal an additional damage to enemies that are adjacent to the commander or their allies until the end. Ooh. That's actually pretty good. Gives me Medicaid, which is nice. It's all based on perception, though. Yeah, this is definitely a shooty man's type person. Theoretically, I could build a hybrid. What's wrong with the hat? I don't know what it is. I don't know either. It's like a combination beret. I don't know. It looks like a modified beret. I genuinely just hate the outfit. Like, just off of optics alone, I would default to Vagabond. Because, let's be honest, look at that collar. This man establishes dominance whenever he walks into a room. That's just a go-to. It does give you weapon skill and perception, though. That's pretty okay. I'm not going to be using perception all that much. Actually, you know what? I take it back. This might be a good idea. Because that gives me perception and awareness. I meant the hat you hated. Oh, yeah, this one. No, not that one. This one. I hate the hat because it's huge, obnoxious, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just, it's too much. It's ridiculous. Like, hell, the noble is dressed kind of better for this general situation. Now, honestly, I'd be down for picking the noble, except it doesn't do anything that I want it to. I think I'm gonna go with either maybe Vagabond, potentially Commissar. I hate the freaking M. Bison cap that he's got going on, but that's every Commissar. Okay, I'm thinking Astra Militarum Commander to do the combined arms thing, or Vagabond so I can get the weapon skill boost. That also gives me perception and awareness. What do y'all think? Because I don't know this system at all. I have no idea what is going on here, so I'm just kind of vibing. What do you hate, hats? Hats. I don't really hate hats. I hate these hats. It's like, that, look, dude, I am very tall. That is going to get caught on a door frame somewhere. That's just my knee-jerk reaction. Also, the hat depicts you as a target for snipers, which is why we went to a normalized uniform between officers and enlisted in IRL military. I don't need to describe why this hat is ridiculous. If I do, then I'm gonna keep it a buck. You probably are not going to agree with my explanation anyway. This one is actually perfectly reasonable. It just looks a little strange. Yeah, I'm not against that because, you know, airborne wore berets for the longest time. That is completely reasonable. I'm thinking I'll go with the Astra Militarum Commander, just so I could get that multi thing in the Medicae. And the reason I say that, a very specific reason, is if I can kind of boost my stuff in tandem, then I can do the pistol and sword combination, which I really like. On a door frame in a universe where people are 15 feet tall and wear power suit-sized armor. Yes. I didn't say it was reasonable. I just said it was a thing. Man, I love me big hats. What's up, Mag? And yes, I know. Our resident rogue trader, I figured you would be enjoying this. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Astra Militarum Commander, because, like, the pauldrons are egregious, damn near. But the rest of it's pretty reasonable. Okay, I'm just checking the frame rate on the thing, because I haven't actually streamed this before. So we're going to go with that. Work in progress, work in progress. Now. M. Bison. Okay, now for the big question. Do I go straight to fighter? Because I'm going to be honest. I really want to do primary fighter with an offhand boomstick. Like that is my go-to at the moment. I think that's what I'm going to go with. Marksman would be a good idea, but we already get the Sister of Battle. Adept would be a good idea, but a Psyker that we get very early on as an Adept. We get a Fighter early on as well, but I'm going to keep it a buck. I want my guy to be a melee threat. So let's do it. We're going to go with Fighter. We can't pick these until level 15, so we're not going to worry about it. Right now, anyway. Yeah. Away we go. Now I pick upgrades. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade both of these. Ooh. Right. I'm thinking agility might be a better thing to upgrade here. Because agility allows you to dodge better. But toughness is just straight up better survivability? I don't know. I'm going to go with agility. Because that's the kind of smoke I'm feeling right now. And carouse will be as it is. This is fine. Actually, I think we can normalize both of these, and then I can up toughness as well. There we go. Most of my stuff being intelligence deficient, that's going to be a problem. And they actually using the Rogue Trader rule set? Yeah, I know. They said they were, and frankly, everything I've heard, it's implemented very well. So that's nice. Now I'm tempted to take a page out of the Jägermonster playbook from the Girl Genius webcomics and you a beach ball sized hat topped with a flamethrower with Lord Devious on the front. Oh, that's great. Alright, let's change this. This is just tradition at this point. The Dauntless Dread. And when you see me play Warframe, you know why. Let us go. So this is our boy. I actually don't hate the uniform, except for the fact that it goes all the way down. How is this man going to skid into cover on one knee and then pop up and start laying down cover fire from a kneeling position? It's not going to happen. Dude just looks like he walks around with medals and crap, being pretentious. But I am just talking smack at this point, so let's go. Oh yeah. Yeah boy. You know what? Let's take it back a little. Sir Admiral, ya boy, Junior Esquire the Third. Yes, this is an actual name. Same way. Same way you did. So in the cover and laid down cover fire in World War One. World War One, they were using pretty normalized uniforms, though. They didn't have the freaking long robe that reached down to your ankles. Already know the name of my character when I get this game. What is the name of your character, Mag? I wonder. Oh, I wonder. A little background, we played a Savage Worlds Rift campaign that was modified to basically be Warhammer 40k, and Mag was our rogue trader. So I'm assuming Lord Captain Leocatus is going to make a return. I was actually debating naming this guy Darren just for the memes, which is my character in that campaign. But there's not a good rogue psyker class because there's no rogue psychers. So yeah, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. If they give us the capability to be heretical as crap, and they don't give you the capability to be a rogue psyker, legitimate question: what the hell are you doing, Alcat? It's the same thing with, like, bro, if we get to Camera and you don't somehow give us a Drukhari waifu or husbando, I'm gonna be agitated. I'm gonna be honest. Oh joy. I have evidence proving otherwise, as trench coats are named such because soldiers wore them in the trenches. True to an extent. But trench coats, if you'll notice, they split in the front. There is a split here. This is basically stitched and sealed. This is a freaking dress. So I agree with your assessment, but this is not a trench coat. Anyway, Kunrad Voigtvar. I'm going to call you V-Man. I just realized you guys can't see him, which is going to be a problem. One moment. Let me see if I can adjust my model here. Oh, that looks cursed. That looks so cursed. That is weird. I can't really put it anywhere else either, because like this is the whole thing, so it looks a little weird. I could just put him like right here and have him be creepy, but no, honestly, having him over here would probably make sense. But that's cut off. Maybe if I like turn him around. But no, because then he's over the chat, so that makes no sense. Well, this is already scuffed. No. We'll just be here. We'll be a little borderline trash panda. This is fine. This is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with this. This is reasonable. Have evidence proving otherwise. Oh yeah, I already read that. Thought I saw a split on the side, not in the center. Yeah, there is kind of a split, but it doesn't look like that split actually splits. And either way, this uniform has not seen harsh use. Let's be real. Anyway. God, that looks so scuffed. Okay. Let's continue on. V-Man. Definitely not evil V-Man. An excellent place for contemplation. The man who has approached you is gazing down into the depths of the vast temple on one of the lower decks. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity. Could you zoom in on the model because it looks like overlapping folds of fabric, not a stitched skirt. Kind of like the outfits Garlean soldiers wore in 14. You're not wrong. I'll pop into the inventory in a minute. Anyway. I'm gonna be neutral here. Have we met? I played through the intro. I've gotten all the way through, I think, Act 1. So, yeah, just so you guys are aware. Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad V-Man, Master of Whispers in the employ of Her Ladyship, Rogue Traitor Theodora von Valentius. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking to you in person before. V-Man bows his head and focuses his attention on you. My name is Sir Admiral Yaboy Jr. Esquire III. My regard... Oh, this is going to be a rough time. My regards, Sir Admiral Yaboy Jr. Esquire III. V-Man looks you up and down with a thin smile. You think he's tired of our BS yet? Or should I say... Sir Admiral Yaboy Jr. Esquire III von Valentius, scion of the blessed rogue trader house in service of the Imperium. Oh, that's great. Oh, why did I do this to myself? Perhaps this kinship came as a shock to you, understandably so, given that all evidence of the connection was lost in the generations separating you and Lord Captain Theodore. It required no small effort on the part of Her Ladyship's servants to discover and verify the blood tie, which has now made you one of the heirs of this dynasty. Why do people love adding Esquire to their names? It's kind of a thing, like, I think it goes back to medieval times where you would have, I think, like, someone who was a squire to a knight would like add Esquire onto their name as like a way of representing the knight's bloodline or something, and then that passed down until now. I believe law practitioners are referred to as esquires for some reason. I don't know what the exact tie is, but I'm pretty sure that's where it started. Anyway. I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let us address it. But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It's regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. Lord Captain and Master Adelthred von Valancius are conversing in the observation platform located in one of the wings of the officer's deck. Let us join them there. I shall accompany you. Well, there we go.
Victory awaits.
That is very loud. One moment. Yeah, let's turn that down just a tick. Oh, that's why. That's the one I haven't touched yet. Okay. Just lower that down just a smidge. It's fine. Anyway, away we go. Yeah, guys, this is fine. Definitely something bad not about to happen. Master whispers, it's an emergency. The esteemed Lord Captain's pet has broken the bolts on his cage and escaped. That is very loud. And the stutter.
Annihilate them!
Okay, I may need to turn that down just a little bit more. Right, sound. Maybe. I don't know. Professional streamer, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, that is very disturbing. And just absolutely mulched that guy. Why is it so loud? Creature, I am going to end you rightly. What does this do? Oh yeah. So does this work?
Not a problem for me.
I doubt it, because I don't think it's adjacent, but screw it. Shoot in face!
Die!
That'll work. Okay, once more. This is annoying. Why is the gunshot so loud? We'll figure it out eventually. Alright. Professional. Indeed. With air quotes you could brain a mech with. What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. A wild beast breaks free on the officer's deck at exactly the moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. Without taking his eyes off the dead beast, V-Man removes his Vox caster from his belt and speaks a few quick orders into the device. Then he turns to you. I blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan. Well, thanks, V-Man. Keep lowering the game volume. Might want to lower your personal volume for stream. You are quite loud in comparison now. Okay, so I had my own volume turned up. I'm an idiot. Wondering why it's so loud. Like, oh yeah, my volume is turned up. Okay. We'll adjust as we go. The lines on V-Man's forehead soften, and his voice regains its usual courtesy. I am afraid I must remain here, Sir Admiral your boy Junior Esquire III. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It's just at the end of the corridor. Gives you curt bow. Thanks, bro.
We must act. None shall stand in my way.
Angry, screaming person. Open the door. Open the door. Ooh, what's this? In we go. It is simply irrational, Lady Theodora, says the man dressed in peculiar garb, his voice tight with tension. His face, half of which is covered in synth skin, is twisted in a grimace of disbelief and displeasure. Assimilation into the trade structure would be Political and economic suicide, practically an admission of heresy. The tall, gray-haired woman pins him with her gaze, her cybernetic eye flashing crimson. Then suggests an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation, no worse than my Simshal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Aeon 6 Aethelthread? Ooh, listen in silence. You are considering your answer, Aethelthread. I wish to speak with someone else. Perhaps I will hear something more interesting than incoherent mumbling. She nods in our direction. Approach. Alright. What is this? Regards me with indignation. It is someone from your retinue, Theodore. Do you permit your people to interrupt your conversations in such a fashion? Boy, if you don't back your ass up! And give that permission to those with something of substance to say. Let us see if it was worth it. She tilts her head, her lips stretch in a cold smile. This is Sir Admiral your boy, Junior Esquire III. Oh, why am I like this? The second candidate for the title of my successor. The rogue trader regards you with a look that is imperious, predatory, and oppressive. Step forward, ya boy. Consider this hypothetical situation. Aeon 6, a new world on the fringes of the Coronis Expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that may protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanish overnight. The question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure? Well... I've retained some connections in the Astra Militarum. A few Imperial Guard regiments would take care of the natives, their spirits, and the magma. Solid fortifications have never let me down. Transportation, deployment, the unending bureaucracy of Adeptus Administratum. All to achieve an unpredictable result. People are frail, especially when poorly equipped and trained and facing an unfamiliar opponent. The wait alone might take an eternity, not to mention such a planet might present an opposing force that is not material in nature. Regiments and armies are not always the solution to predicaments such as the one described. It would appear you do not know that, Sir Admiral. I see. Is there a what's chaos option? Of course! Fucking doubting Thomas head ass. Huh. I'm gonna be a smartass. Gave a straight answer to a simple question, which is more than you could do. Color drains from his face, distorts his features further. Insolent, ignorant upstart. How dare you? Boy, you are in... I can't say in gunblade range. What is he in range of? Because I don't even have a melee weapon yet. You're in Crusaden range. Let's go with that. Aethelthread. Theodore's tone renders him silent. I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's decks instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments on his purview. The man is groveling. Beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodore. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I forgot the time. Yeah, he's up. He's in commissar range. I mean, you could play as a commissar. That is an option. Theodore's gaze follows him as he leaves. Then she turns to you. So, Sir Admiral, why are you here? I don't know yet. Hope you would clarify. She smiles wryly. Clarity, a luxury that few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one said opportunity. My name is Theodore von Valentius Massimo Ascaris. What a mouthful. I'm a rogue trader in service of the God Emperor of humankind, and my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic, the warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness beyond the Imperium and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign and bow death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find therein, resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with the von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to the inheritance when the hour comes. Man, I hope that hour isn't too soon. That would suck. One of. So that means more heirs. Naturally, some of you yet to arrive aboard, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Adelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially befall his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can sometimes be too challenging for those who share your blood. Conrad V-Man served me for many years before he made his mistake. Oh. So let's go with... Yeah, what did V-Man do? His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. V-Man's performance in his current role is satisfactory, or used to be at least. Oh no, is he a heretic? Alright, look, if you're good with Adelthrad, why am I here? Impatience. I'm rather fond of impatient people. They're not as quick to resign themselves to circumstances and more eager to show initiative. Even if I do choose Adelthrad as my successor, I will still require loyal advisors. The skills and knowledge you acquired in your former life may prove invaluable here on the Coronis Expanse. Service in the Astra Militarum is a trial from which very few people emerge with their life. That you have risen through the ranks of the Imperial Guard and assumed command of an army is testimony. Wow, I didn't know I was a commander of an army. Fair enough. I got the boys. Is testament to your astuteness both in the battlefield and in the tangled net of officer intrigues. I assure you the company that Rogue Trader keeps will offer you plenty of chances to demonstrate both your diplomatic skills and your combat prowess. Thanks for clarifying. Can I ask questions? A Vox does a thing. I have some time before the navigator gives a signal to initiate the voyage's translation out of warp, and my presence is required on the bridge. Where are we going? The Rykad system, the domain of a rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers and rivals. Only 3 rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. Foreshadowing! I set the course for Rykad on the demand. She grimaces, gives you a stern look, then shrugs. For a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose of the voyage, but now is not the time. What am I doing here? Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard the vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Adelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide. I have no more questions. In that case, I shall head to the Vox Awakens once more. This time you pick up shouting. Lord Captain freezes, listening to the Vox cast, then nods and draws her weapon. Disturbances reported in the adjacent deck. Sinchel, if the need arises, protect the new blood. She glances at you. It is possible that the chance to prove yourself prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated. Do I hear violence? Gotta give it to those boys. They didn't back up. They planted their feet and started shooting.
Death will find you soon enough.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw this out there. You always start with a snub shooter, or a snub pistol, and it's always garbage. Theodore is a G, by the way. Like, absolutely terrifying.
Reduced to dust.
Adelthrad's a monster.
I took care of this one.
Behold the swack. This guy...
For the glory of the Imperium.
That's a melt-a-gun. Boy is good. Can't wait to get a hold of the melt-a-gun and give it to frickin' and give it to Sister Argenta.
Just a minor setback.
I didn't even get to move yet. Why you get to shoot at me, boy? Boy, if you don't. I think posting up over here is a good idea. Yeah, I don't really have any other way to do things, so die. You suck. I mean, might as well. I just realized this once per thing. Oh, that was dumb. That was useless. I do not jive with this game nearly as well as I do with other tabletop RPGs.
My ears are ringing.
But I've also only ever seen the rules like once, and that was years ago, so, popped him. Bang. And bang. How did you dodge that? You were engulfed in fire. I seen it. I would love to shoot this guy in the face, but I doubt that's gonna happen. So, shoot him in the back.
All too easy. You didn't stand a chance.
That'll work. Starting weapon is a piece of crap. That's surprising. After all, it would be better to start off with the most busted gun in the game. You get the reason for upgrading arsenal, right? Okay, look. I understand that you're supposed to start with garbage weapons, but no matter which class you start with, no matter your anything, you always start with the same crappy snub pistol. Even if you're a melee spec. So, like, my boy is physically incapable of doing much in this fight. I can't use my key ability, which is charge. It's how melee classes do stuff. I don't have the tools to do my thing, is what I'm trying to say. Which I didn't articulate very well, fair enough. Theodora waves her hand in a commanding gesture. Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single horse survive. Rogue Trader turns her eyes to you. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst into the deck. Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat in the upper decks. A false sense of security makes them that much more susceptible to the harsh realities of warp transitions. She looks at the box in her hand. All you hear is lifeless static. Well, orders. She breaks eye contact with you. Mort has gone ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him, see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it. Aye, Captain.
A new challenge for me?
I'm so used to Kenshi where you could just, like, follow an individual character every time. Oh yeah, this is gonna go well. And... yep. I mean, it could always be like Titanfall 1 where you start with the smart one, right? Yeah, it could also be like that, but I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Follow my lead.
I really like Titanfall 1. I also really like Titanfall 2. And I'm gonna be honest, I enjoy any game that gives you a decent starting loadout before the first fight happens. Here, I've been through 2 fights, and I still have this crappy little pistol that my class doesn't even work too well with. I'm going to be complaining about this for a while. I don't know why. Conrad V, man, let's have a sigh of relief upon seeing you. Thank Providence, you are alive and well. And Mort jumps in. Always on time, eh, Conrad? When we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. Could set your chrono by it. Conrad pointedly looks away from the arch-militant to you. Mort, pull yourself together. Arch-militant looks back at you. What did the Lord Captain send you to chevy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away. Mort pulls his Vox from his belt and hurriedly reports the situation. Oh, joy. Hydration check, by the way. Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent, the Voxmaster is not responding, armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is it a severe case of warp madness? Had some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report! I can't wait until there's voice acting. Because in Wrath of the Righteous there is voice acting, and frankly, reading all of this aloud just gets tiring. I have not yet received word from the Enginarium, heaven forbid we just say engine room, regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the case may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only Voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officers' deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny. Damn Xenos messing with all of these people's minds. Little background in that Savage Worlds game that we did that was 40k. Mag's character was the rogue trader, and had the Doubting Thomas effect, which basically meant he didn't believe in the warp or demons or anything like that. He thought they were all really weird Xenos. So we were fighting this chaos spawn, right? And he screams at the top of his lungs while carving it to pieces with a vibro sword. Yo, this is a weird looking alien! Meanwhile, I'm over in the corner doing warp fuckery and throwing psychic javelins at stuff. And then our Grey Knight buddy is also just blasting away with a turbo bolter. That was a really interesting campaign. We must provide immediate assistance. They're still on the middle decks. Perhaps then we might stop this wave from spreading. First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure, and I have the means to do both things at once. Changes and her eyes flash ominously. Theodora looks at V-Man. Aethelthrat, where is he? I must know he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself than others in the whole army of madmen with improvised weapons. Valid point. I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he's on transitional deck 18. Blast it. Master of Whispers, find Aethelthrat immediately. Essential, locate Class and the Sister of Battle. Threw me for a loop, by the way. She already has a Sister Sororitas on board. We're just going to go with it. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant with me, I must go to my study, and it appears that we might encounter heretics along the way. Sir Admiral? If I may, Lord Captain. The man's voice is soft and cautious. Oh, you're definitely not evil. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and our goal is to bring Aethelthrat back. I could use some support. After all, I am not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the house as the esteemed arch-militant, and taking into consideration Aethelthrat's psychic powers. When it's settled, Sir Admiral, find Aethelthrat and return here in any state. This elevator leads to the restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand? Alright. Here and obey. Move out. Mort, come. Alright, let's go to work. V-Man gives you a nod. Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear. I'll make do. Lead the way. Of course you will. He rummages in his pocket for something. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs, but that is no longer relevant. Oh no! Is he about to be evil? With a pop and a sharp crackle, something hits you in the abdomen, and you are consumed by unbearable, gut-wrenching pain. Oh no! He's evil! Who could have seen this coming? What a travesty. It's your special destiny, Sir Admiral. It is time to fulfill it. Bruh. Gotta love that loading screen, though. Gorgeous. I find it interesting that the sister is holding a chainsword alongside what appears to be a bolt pistol. Because as I understand, she is specifically a marksman. Probably should not be in melee. The Space Wolf is directly on point. That's exactly what I expect out of him. Alright, we continue. Oh no, I'm surrounded by heretics. Don't just kick me, motherfucker! Careful, careful, be gentle with our guest. Bitch. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the warrant chamber, and for that I need him breathing. You're back with us, I see? Delightful. You two-faced scum, you're the one behind this mayhem. Apperceptive of you, Lord Admiral. I forgot to put Lord in there. Damn. Oh well. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the answer room of the warrant chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond these gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all her power, the sacred warrant of trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel. What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel? On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Von Valancius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me, but you can help. After all, isn't this what family's for? What sorry, pathetic excuse do you even have for your apostasy, you sordid, wretched Groxade? Coercion's great, by the way. Something, either your tone or your venomous words, throws Kunrad off for a moment, as hateful fury blazes from beneath a mask of cold profession. Wretched? What do you know about wretchedness, Theodorus cur? Dude, you realize that I have been slaying Xenos, heretics, and whatever the hell else for a long time before you came into the picture. Come on now. Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? It's not loyalty, bro. I just want to fuck you up. Like, that's all. Everyone always assumes you being loyal if you're being spiteful. It's like, nah, I just hate you. Oh, I know this delusion, but thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot, I no longer serve mortal kind. Hesitates for a moment, then produces a strange weapon, a blade without a handle that shimmers blue in light. I don't want that to touch me. Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench Von Valancius watch as I erase the entire Dynasty Chronicle, and I commit the fate of the bloodline into the hands of the Warp Gods. And you, Sir Admiral, will be one of the instruments by which I accomplish this righteous act. Okay. It flashes into the dim light and drops. Oh no. Oh no. What whispers begin to flood you? Okay, so I am now being mind controlled. Get out! Do you just fail that automatically every time? Because I've not passed that yet. Was in your head giggle and mock your desperate outcry? You feel this intruding influence forcing you onto your feet, making you step towards the gate. Okay. I didn't pick the right path. You can get through this without getting hit by the blade and getting the thing in your head, but you know. 55%. Why not? In the gateway, you see a cogitator with a human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton, created from a lobotomized human being. The sentinel turns his head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with two ember-like irises. Examine the device. Carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is a strange alloy that was used in material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect that you are looking at a technological relic known as archaeotech. Servitor gate begins to move with screeching and groaning of metal. It leans forward closer to you. Its lower jaw opens, and a drawn-out shriek. With a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. Oh, this can only end well. Whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voices that fill your head after V-Man wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, the source coiled itself in a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. Anything I could use as a weapon? Run the hopes of finding at least something that could work as a weapon. Your search is in vain. The chamber anteroom is completely empty and in perfect working condition. Nary a broken panel, protruding piece of rebar in sight. Oh well, let's get this over with. Sentinel's jaw clamps around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. Ew. A few dark drops of blood fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and the pumps stir into motion. The vid screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass, the Sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath, maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened. My levels of caustic humor. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance? I understand where the quiet voice is coming from, crackling like static. Sentinel, the cogitator, is a filament of your wary mind. Whichever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Yes! Yes, I do require assistance, mysterious wall man in the ship of the person who I am related to. Pain shoots through your head and subsides just as quickly. It would seem the entity coiled in your consciousness does not have the ability to do you any real harm. Ha 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 ha! Get bent. Request accepted. Initiating defense protocols. Just throwing this out there. That is a last cannon turret. That should not be a projectile weapon. Those are last cannons. Them boys is crispy. And that dude just pieced out. Well. Are we having fun yet? Guess we'll go in here and make sure everything's okay. Man, that's a long piece of paper and it's big. Like, shoot. How long is this war in a trade, my boy? Can we read this? That says something. I see golden something. There's probably a way to translate this. Interesting. I'm pretty sure that's gibberish. I'm going to assume. Anyway. I'm not reading all of this. Because it's going to pass too quickly for me to read, and I'm going to do that at some point. So we're just going to move on. Cerebral creaking gradually turns into comprehensible words. Escort the child of the house to safety. I need to contact someone, preferably Theodore. It's also copy pasted from the upper section to the lower section. That makes sense. Buscast frequencies disrupted, initiating setup, establishing connection. Place the mechanical screeching. The servo skull's vox projects the voice of Theodore von Valentius, distorted and ridden with static, yet still recognizable beyond a doubt. Vox Master, restore communication to the Navigator Sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head elsewhere. Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way communications. What's going on here? Who is you? Temporary obnubilation? Following acute stress. Mobile unit of warrant sentinel standing by. Cool! Lead me away from here. Middle and upper decks. I don't know why they cut off the beginning of the sentence. It's kind of annoying. Assuming the probability of safe placements in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. So the scope twitches and makes a few clicks. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured. Alright, fair enough. Let's close her up. Bob it down. This thing just repeats the warrant of trade the entire time, I believe. Excuse me. Senshaw Abelard Versarian has lost some of his former polish. His forehead is sweating, and one of the sleeves of his coat is torn and soaked through with blood. Nonetheless, despite his heavy breathing, he stands firm, and his gaze is demanding, albeit somewhat surprised. Master Sir Admiral, whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you preserve me? What is the meaning of this? V-Man's a traitor. He stunned me and brought me here. What? I'm pretty sure he's after revenge on Theodore. But he also put a demon in my head, so I'm going to say he's doing stuff for the warp. Serving gods of the warp? Conrad is a heretic? V-Man, you void rat. Madness. And this mutiny is likewise his doing, no doubt. So it would seem, but he is not here, and we have a mutiny to end. Indeed. It's easier said than done, of course, but seeing one of Lady Theodora's heirs alive inspires at least some degree of optimism. I've already examined you critically. You're in a bad way, Sir Admiral. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me, and for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without a means of self-defense. I agree completely. He hands you a weapon. Axe, auto pistol, flak chest plate, and med kit. Yes, please! Okay, so whoever was saying that it looked like this is split, that does not look like it splits. That looks like it's one solid piece. Anyway, how do I not... Oh my god. I have no Medicaid usage. Wait, it's the same Medicaid usage as him. So why can't I use it? What's the difference? Whatever, I'll give them all to that boy. Give me that chest plate. Now I look slightly less stupid. Give me that axe. And give me that auto pistol. That looks dumb as hell. But we got a gun. Hey, what's up, Merwin? How you doing? We're vibing. We're chilling. We're grilling. Okay, now...
I'm at your service.
Yeah. Now we're gonna
Let's
hit
patch
him
you
with this.
I stand in recognition.
That is a noticeable improvement, Sir Admiral. Now you are prepared for the trials ahead. Cool, because I get the feeling we're about to be jumped. I'm not special enough to have it. I have the same Medicaid skill as him. Why can't I equip it? Lower decks are teeming with heretics, instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse. Other strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communications with the bridge and engineering bay was lost, so, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information going. Time for violence! That is not the worst of it. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. In the worst case, they have already lost control of the process, and we'll have precious few moments left to live. In the best case, if we manage to reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation, some aboard the vessel may yet survive. Navigator sanctum. Very well. Let's go. That was farming in... It came off in Italy and losing our mind doing running with crafty and ocean. Sounds like a full Tuesday. Except it's Wednesday. Damn it. Anyway. Absolutely, Sir Admiral. Let us proceed. Arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor, fight this heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might destroy those who have dared. The captain is calling a crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in our subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well-deserved. Onward! Oh dear, it appears that these gentlemen would like to die. Abelard, you go over there. Ya boy. We're gonna come over here. Actually, no. We're gonna come over here. Trust. Oh dear, it appears to be my turn. Question, why didn't I walk through this square? I have... Okay. Swing.
Composing me was your biggest mistake.
Delete.
Absolutely not. I'll pass.
Why can't I?
For this.
Why can't I charge them? There's a straight line that strikes the target that interrupts the fire's path. Okay, so
Not my specialty. I'll pass.
oh yeah, that one works. Why did that one work? The straight line and strikes the target that interrupts the fire's path. The melee attack. This attack does not count. Okay. There must be at least 2 free cells between the fighter and the target to use charge. Okay, that's why. Now it makes sense. It's still dumb, but it makes sense. Ow. Alright, so anyway, I could do a thing. And I believe I'm going to. This is not a good position to be in.
My place is at the fort.
This. And now...
At your beck and
this.
reduced to dust.
But now I can't move over here, so
I
I'm
will
just going
do
to
my
brace.
duty.
And I can't charge anymore, so... We're here now. It's further, that's why... Yeah, I know. I didn't realize it had a 2 thing. Well, my face is my shield. I would rather use my face than, Oh, wait a minute. Initiate DACA protocol.
Suits my purpose. You didn't stand a chance. Nothing of value has been lost.
Ah, yes, the patented speed draw. I don't know
They
what
say
that
a
was.
little bit of humility never hurt anyone. I help others better themselves by wholeheartedly humiliating them at every step.
That's great. Wait, where do I have weapon skill? Why is that at 40? That's weird. Very strange. I don't have any debuffs. Whatever. I'm gonna go for break through the lines, and then carouse is probably a good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna go with carouse because I want my boy to be fairly tough. Bang. Then this boy is gonna go with endure because he's tanky, and I am also gonna give him carouse. Well, that'll do. You upped it to 40? Did I? Yeah, but like, it had a -10 there for some reason, which is why I was confused. Or a -5, rather. Or whatever. I still don't know how this system works, so I'm still just kind of like here.
Weakness.
Yeah, all the cargo. Hey, last pistol. I'll take it. And guess what? It's going on because I have a bonus to less weapons.
Sometimes.
I'm always ready.
This one can only do the pistol burst, though, which is a bit on the annoying side. That's fine. To the Navigator's Sanctum. Da-da-da-da. Oh, joy. Yeah, we meet someone here. Fun. Okay. And before he whips around and gazes straight at you, her eyes glowing with otherworldly light. And so he will enter the halls of the blinded guide and witness the radiance of the final dawn through the cracks and fall victim to a whim of fate. Master Sir Admiral, watch your head. Nyah. Just had to do the tiger roll there. I got my cape all messed up. Dear, too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once. That was too close. One burst into guttural drunken laughter. Sorry, old man. The voice is so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, what? How they sing. Sir Admiral, this is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Looks her up and down. Idira... I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate, to die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn, and in a roaring blaze I see a figure standing. Who is it? Who? I have no answer. The entity in your conscience shrinks and crawls deeper, its claws scraping against the walls of your mind, as if the presence is trying to hide from this here standing before you. Oh no! A diviner, are you? Dear nods, yet her gaze is directed somewhere away from you. His voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes the murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient, I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. He turns his head to you, vacant eyes flaring like embers. And you are Sir Admiral, your boy, Junior Esquire III, von Valancius, one of Lady Theodora's heirs. Well then, we finally meet. You hear a few clicks from the relays on the servo skull, which has followed you all the way here, and Theodore's scrambled words give way to a voice vaguely familiar to you. Officer's frequency to all who can hear me. Those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack. That's Edelthread, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to... Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, no number of Lady Theodore's heirs will be of any use to anyone. Fatal Thread, like me, has not yet surrendered either mind or body to the mercy of the warp. What mercy? Then he can still hold out a little without us. Edelthread spits out a florid curse. Blast it, you're right. First we need to deal with what is happening here. Alright, what are you up to? Just call to me the ones I can make out amongst all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the engineerium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master cog and the silence that followed. Fan-freaking-tastic. Absolute joy. What? You don't mean the chief engine seers? Yes, Abelard, dead, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest, and it's better that we save the Navigator from some lever puller, than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks. Alright, let's do it. No, nothing is well about him. Can you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows this calamity? We're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around, maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive. I gotta say, could have had that conversation in like 6 panels less. I hate it when games do this. They just extend conversations for no discernible reason. Anyway, we have a psyker now. Well, dang. Violence. I suppose it's time for violence.
Claim to the stars.
Run, fools! Or fall!
Show them no mercy.
Where do I want to go? I want to be right here in the thick of things. Where does Abelard want to be? He wants to be right here in the thick of things. Where does Adira want to be? Over here, out of the way so she doesn't get got immediately. You're gonna die. Ha! Adorable. Abelard, if you don't mind.
At your beck and call.
Bang.
Take care of this one.
Bang. Easy!
Indeed.
Go ahead and hit him with an Endure. And bang. What the? Shot at the wrong person. Okay, this could go very well or very poorly. I'm going to hit this guy, and I'm fairly sure it's going to chain to these two, maybe to my boy. But he's tough. He can do
On
it.
it. Farewell.
That worked exactly like I wanted it to. Thank you. I don't think we can really do much of that, so...
But of course.
Do the stuff. And then we go. Hello, friend! How are you this fine day?
Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
Hit him with an axe. Oh boy. The creature in the chair appears as if it has become one with its throne. See pink parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator is breathing heavily, air whistling as it exits through two dark gill-like slits on his cheeks. Creepy. Can't really tell much about him from here. Yeah, he definitely looks a little mutated, I'm gonna be honest. Creature's eyes are shut, the two ordinary eyes as well as a third one sits on the center of its forehead. I believe Master Vespiota still lives. Servants are dead, but the chamber, I think the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive. Broch. Stirs, barely able to lift his head, half open his normal eyes. Dark drop rolls from under the closed lid of the third eye down his face, leaving a black trail. Time is short. For what? Okay, I'm not reading all of this again. Basically, he's getting taken over by the warp. Beyond his body is not his. Unseen creature triumphs. The Saturn navigator is coming to the paroxysms of corruption. Bruh. To march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words with meanings, each one more portent of salvation within me. Yeah, he's having a bad time. Flee from this place while I have the strength. Contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. It can't be done without the Master Helmsman help. Alright, Navigator's alive, barely so. Let's move. Got the warp taking over me. Does a good pain. Yeah, to each their own. Ship can only begin translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman. If he is still alive, it is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Adelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that that the servo skull relayed to us earlier. Spiritus, good luck and thank you. All right. So, he's having a bad day. Loot the dead before we go. Ooh, scrappy auto gun. Don't care. Also, I already have an axe. It's a good axe. It's still an axe. Yep, all the cargo.
It's about time.
I like how you can take junk and essentially compress it into cargo. That, if I remember correctly, you can, like... Oh, right, I don't go this way. If I remember correctly, you can, like, sell the cargo at some point. And let me just... Formation. That'll work. Officer's deck.
Challenge for me?
Yep. That acceptable? Bruh. The puns. The cringy puns. Anyway. I am not used to reading this much, and it kind of shows, I feel. Oh, damn. Well, this is a terrible situation. I wonder if someone's gonna help. Do I hear Doom music? Just walks out into the middle of the fields of fire. And I'm getting sound desync. Lovely. I've never had sound desync on here, and now today I'm getting sound desync. Well, anyway, there's boss music. The white-haired warrior turns to face you, her dark eyes blazing. The weapon quivers in her hand, and for a brief moment, it seems she is not going to stop and will instead continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you. Sister Argenta! Central's voice carries the weight of a command, and it seems to bring the warrior out of her battle trance. Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you in good health and well armed. We require all the forces we can muster. A young woman called Argenta lowers her weapon and scans your small party with an intense gaze, then she sets her eyes on you. Your face is unfamiliar. Who are you? Sir Admiral Yaboy Jr. Esquire the Third von Valentius, the Lord Captain's heir. The hour is dark and daunting. The ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of our comrades are igniting with the archenemy's hunger. I will stand shoulder to shoulder with anyone willing to halt the advance of the dark forces. That is why you've come, isn't it? Sister, I beg of you, now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers, Adelthred the heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. Of course, we are here to deal with the situation. So I suggest we all do just that. I'm no traitor, sister. You can be sure of that. Speak truthfully, the Emperor will not forsake you. Ugh. I cannot wait to rain fire upon more heretics, each and every one of them. Let's get to the main hall. Through this door, I'll go with you. Can't wait to destroy those who encroach on the God Emperor's domain. We'll follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault, and we'll take a look at the generators while we're here. Villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a technomat with us. We'll see what we can do with that one. Good to hear it, sister. Ready? May Taro's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness. Darkness! Well, we have a sister of battle now.
Stand in my way.
So yeah, Jack Wolf, what was that about not giving you the most powerful weapons right off the bat? She has a bolter. It's not the greatest of bolter, but it's a fully functional bolter. That's all I'm saying. And we start with a tiny, piddly-ass little snub pistol. Right, I think we got
I'll lay claim to the stars.
here. Well-maintained axe. I'll take it. No, you fool. There. Now we do the thing. Open the thing, please.
Experience. Nothing matters.
Yep.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Oh, look, violence.
Enemies to face judgment. We are truly blessed this day.
I'll turn
Alright.
you into corpse starch.
Okay. We're gonna be over here. And we're gonna be over here, I believe. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Alright, start. It's a game really snuggy here. I don't know about that one. Okay, I'm just not going to bother with those because Abelard's going to delete them in one shot. So, hit them with... hit them.
Oh, was that you? Or... Will do.
Delete! That's only one. That's fine. Cool. What did you shoot? Did you accidentally hit the table in front of you? Oh wow, they actually landed one.
Abelard.
Alright, so... let's go here. Hear me out. Charge!
Nothing of value
Bang.
has been lost.
Then bang.
You didn't stand a chance!
His head went flying. And now I can't do anything else. Fair enough. I would love to shoot, but I don't have the capability. By the way, can somebody explain to me why you can only attack once per turn without special abilities? Especially if you have two weapons, because honestly, that feels a bit cringe to me. I am not a fan. Alright. Fine. Sister Argenta. Just delete that guy, por favor. Ha! Dead on. Big surprise, the Sister of Battle is very accurate. Why, hello, gentlemen. I'm gonna let her chill right there, and then Abelard!
Victory is imminent.
Make them know when we're...
One fewer target.
Thank you. It's not really a good thing for you to do, so... Brace!
At your beck and call.
And pass. And now my boy is just sitting out there in the middle of BFE.
That
Ow.
was insulting.
And he's insulted. How dare these vermin? Well, dang. I don't know what I can do here.
No can do.
Ah, no line of sight.
Anything
Okay, I'm
else?
gonna give it to Abelard. Just doesn't have line of sight on any of them, so... Sonic Shout? No. Not in range. I don't want you to get too far out of cover. So
I know
we're
what is to
here.
come.
Then...
Will do.
Oh, I can actually hit him.
What an unfortunate
Shout him to death.
mistake.
That'll work. Thank you. He's flanking. And he missed. You garbage.
I
yeah.
shall not fear.
Hello,
Not
gentlemen.
a problem. Nothing
Schmack.
of value has been lost.
Nothing of value has been lost. What a turbocharge. Slice ability, cannot charge, dash through the enemy to the cell on the opposite side of the enemy, makes a melee attack. That's pretty cool. I don't have a way to just reach that guy though, which is a bit saddening. So I guess we'll just chill. Sister Argenta, if you please. Wow, that reaches a long way, my friend. Does not reach him, unfortunately. Let's see if I can get an angle on
Guided by
his.
faith. Doubt is for the weak.
Oh, we have range. Sister. Let's try this again.
God Emperor, move through me.
A
Be
little
the fire
closer.
in my heart.
Give him the DACA. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, Argenta. That kind of sucked. Right, I don't have a way to deal with you now.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Ah!
Suck worse than she did. Bruh. Oh, hey! Let's get the Psyker involved.
On it.
Zap. I've never seen one of those miss. Yeah, because it's a 100% hit chance. Fair enough. Alrighty. So, I'm gonna do this just so I can. I'm gonna hurt you now.
Already done.
Hit him with the docker stick. Oh, wow. All it into cargo. All it into cargo. Behold, looting. Also going to come over here because there's a thing. Don't mind me. Concepto.
Victory
There's
awaits.
stuff around here. Alright, come on. Get the looting done so we can move on. Do the thing.
Duty.
Oh, never mind. We're blowing it up. Because heaven forbid we use a key. No, we gotta use a melted charge. That's the real key. Alright, suppose we're going this way.
Something of interest.
Oh dear. Oh, never mind. I can control myself. Keep going. Oh no! The flames rings in your ears and the choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. You instinctively recoil from the scorching heat, wiping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in the raging fire. You are surrounded by ear-splitting noise and screaming, yet you distinctly hear the sound of footsteps, and then you see a figure walk out of the fire towards you. It's Theodora von Valancius. I doubt that. Heavy air quotes, Theodora. Her expression is calm, terrifyingly so, for someone whose body is engulfed in an inferno. One of her hands is resting on the hilt of her power sword, the other is raised in an inviting gesture. Are you lost, my heir? An apparition, sorceress apparition, trickery of the warp. Sister, you will lower your weapon. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous. How did you get here? I'm a traitor. I'm wherever my will demands me to be. Would you prefer to be somewhere else at this time? Indubitably. But are you ready? Nah. Lead you through these flames, show you a path, rid you of pain. And that's the warp fuckery. Yeah, no. Don't listen, the Emperor protects! Yeah, by the way, she's telling us just step into the flames and the Emperor will protect. Nah, fam. And she just wants to follow Lady Theodora. The people must help the crew, lead them out, find a way. Yeah, I'm gonna go with not being a dick. Not leave my people in harm's way. Be gone! The illusion breaks, the unbearable heat instantly makes her skin burn, and the voices beyond the shrouding smoke grow stronger. Excellent, we're leaving. All back, we can go around. And go around we shall. So, there's a couple of ways to do this, I think, but I'm just going to do this
Never
one.
doubt me.
Because, look at this lovely animation. I know it's still a beta, but I gotta give him crap. Gotta give him crap.
None shall stand in my way.
Oh, we're here now. Too late, too late. Or perhaps Adelthred and his escort never made it here, which would be even worse. Or they could be fighting on the bridge as we speak, without us. They got a little shenanigans going on there. One hot second. Let me just do a thing. Are we having fun yet, by the way? Like, how do you guys, what do you guys think of this game so far? Because I've got my opinions, but they're, I'm gonna be honest, they're pretty, pretty chill, actually. Okay, there we go. Alright, did the thing. Looks interesting. I mean, it's basically Wrath of the Righteous, which is their last game, except with Warhammer 40k paint thrown on. Which is not a bad thing. Like, this is what people wanted. We wanted Wrath of the Righteous, but with a 40k system in the 40k setting. And that's exactly what we're getting. So, I mean, like, they're delivering everything they told us they would. I'm not complaining. A little beg your pardon for interrupting. People are asking for orders. You came back to save us. Now we will follow you through thick and thin. To the bridge. If Edelthred is there, then he requires immediate assistance. Say, Sir Admiral, there's one thing that I find most troubling: the Lord Captain's Voxcast. They're still coming in, even though it would make sense for Lady Theodora to be on the bridge right now at the head of the counter-assault. I feel uneasy. What if the Lord Captain is besieged in her own chambers? With your permission, I suggest we confirm for ourselves that she is not. Use the same elevator that Lady Theodora and Mort headed to for earlier. Okay, cool. Go along then, lads. Okay. Was it this one? No, it wasn't that one.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Is this the secret lift?
See, right there.
Oh, that's the secret lift. Alright, fair enough. What is this? Ooh, we can go in here. What's in here? Goods. Lex Mechanics goggles and machine right set. I'll take it. What's this? Plasma counter display. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's a reactor room.
Follow my
Down we
lead.
go. I'm finding this fun, but at the same time, like I'm kind of getting Fort Joy syndrome, which is the opening sequence of Divinity Original Sin 2. It's a very similar game to this. And essentially, the problem I'm running into is I have played this so many times at this point, and I've been not ridiculously impressed every time. I hear a clicking
Victory
sound.
awaits.
Oh dear, that's not good. Oh no! The rogue trader has fallen. Who could have seen this coming?
It's about time.
That sound is annoying me. Okay, we're going to be kind of a douche canoe here. We're taking the helmet.
The premonition runs true.
Theodore von Valentius' body is sprawled on a large belligerent's desk. The arch-militant's corpse, still clutching his weapon, is laying on the floor by one of the bulkheads. Sister Battle surveys the scene, her gaze lingering on the arch-militant's body. Emperor, accept thy faithful souls. No, Captain, I didn't hear a thing, not a whisper, not a breath. It was too loud. I will never see this. Captain, who would even dare unless that rat? I doubt it. He wanted to humiliate her, not kill her quickly. Da, 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 da. How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The arch-militant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes. Can look at things in my own way. If you find something that might bear the imprint of the killer, just give it to me and I'll see what secrets it holds. Okay. Basically, she was taken out by a very accurate auto pistol shot. Shards on the desk. Last thing was something nasty. Okay. Papers. Got a letter. Oh, it's Militant's body. A pistol shot went straight through Mort's forehead, spraying the floor. Blah, blah, blah. Safety on the Arch-Militant's weapon is off. The killer must have been a split second quicker. So yeah, had to have taken Mort by surprise, otherwise he would have lit that mofo up. Da-da-da. Okay, swore revenge, usual stuff. Now I'm going to take basically everything because let's be honest, we're gonna need it. Quickly. This is a thing. Get a bonus. This is also a thing. Get a bonus. Can't equip that, but I can put this on Argenta, which is nice.
I tire of idleness.
So now we
Let's
do
move.
an upgrade. It gets +1 damage deflection. Parry chance gains 25% of the fighter's total armor. Sounds good. Deals an additional agility bonus damage to enemies that have no allies in adjacent cells. So your turn, fight against one temporary wound for each stack. One of his attack is okay. In rage, if the fighter has less than 50% wounds, they gain double hit chance. Enemy attacks the fighter's next melee attack against an enemy deals additional toughness bonus and damage. The toughness is pretty decent. So, seriously, why is there a -5 over here? I don't get that. Oh, ×2 strength for 1 melee attack. There's so much! Holy crap. Ramming speed. Increases charge distance by 3 cells. Yeah, I like that. Let's get more mobility. Heck yeah. Basically, we just got a crap load of mobility. I'm here for it. Then you... I'm going to give you this because I want to know how it works. Then you, we're going to go with Warp Knowledge. Everyone with clue inflicts 1 stack of clue. Yeah, that one. And then Sister Argenta. Rapid reload. Probably. There's 3 different enemies. Their next attack in the combat will deal an additional +10, +2, plus marksman's bonus % damage. Just realized the time. Need to do it. Bye, everyone. Thanks for streaming that. Yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for stopping by. Much appreciated. Hope you enjoyed. This one might be cool. But I might need to set her up as a medic, but we can do that later. I'm going to go for rapid reload. We haven't needed it yet, but we're probably going to. I'll give you more awareness to notice things. Okay, I believe we're good now.
None shall stand in my way.
Damn, clicking is still going. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I'm kind of tired of reading. Like, legit. I'm genuinely tired of reading at this point.
I will take you down.
Yeah. Let's do this. This, and this. Bacon! Bacon! This might hurt.
You miscreant.
That was a melta to my face, and somehow it only did 3 damage. Bro.
I've suffered worse.
So basically, what I'm hearing is,
Tried and
if I
tested
can do
tactics are the
this, it's
best
going to be
ones.
cool.
I will do my part of care of this one. It will be done.
Get bent.
Reduced to dust.
Excellent. Now, my turn. We're gonna do this. And we are going to...
I don't have time for this.
Damn it.
Let's see
Okay,
how they
fine.
respond to this.
I have a thought. Yeah. I know, but hear me out.
All
Because
too
cross,
losing me was your biggest mistake.
cross, and then we DACA. I'll take it. Not perfectly what I wanted, but I'll take it. Anyway. Argenta, can you light them up without hitting me? Technically, no. So if you would kindly step out,
will be undone.
light them up.
As
Please
the
and thank
Emperor
you.
commands, eradicated.
Yeah, we're gonna do shot on the run.
I will bathe this battlefield in
Bang.
righteous fury. Each strike is a prayer.
But that dude was low, because combat servitors are no joke. Anyway. Okay, the axe that I have is better than the sword, that's fine. Yeah, what does this guy got? Probably crop. Basic. Actually, now that I think about it, Abelard doesn't have a secondary weapon. So we can give him this here old last pistol, just so he is suitably equipped. And we
New
go.
challenge for me?
I think I want to cut off the stream here, because honestly, this is starting to be
I
a little
won't
bit of a grind.
tolerate weakness.
Like, real talk. I think I might reset a little bit, grab myself some tea and a bite to eat, and then come back and do probably tabletop stuff. Might even set up VR. I don't know. For now, though, I am going to call it a break. You guys, I hope you enjoyed. Did like, comment, sub, etc. Yeah. I'm gonna go vibe for a bit. Might restart soonish. Y'all have a wonderful day. I will see y'all next round.